Prime Minister Narendra Modi appeals to all sections of the society to cooperate in containing spread of coronavirus in the country. Road Transport Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari lays foundation stone of 700 crore rupees multimodal logistic park at Jogikopa in Assam. COVID-19 positivity rate in the country falls below 10%. Fatality rate stands at 1.52%. Health Secretary reiterates no shortage of medical oxygen for COVID treatment. And Assam government commits to restore normalcy at Assam-Mizoram border. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Ashutosh Sharma, now with the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked for the cooperation of all sections of the society in containing the spread of coronavirus in the country. Addressing the nation on the eve of the festival season, the Prime Minister said that the country has reached a decisive stage in this battle against the global pandemic and urged the people to remain alert during the festive celebration and told it is important that all protocols of mask up and social distancing needs to be followed strictly to contain the spread of coronavirus.
आपको मैं सुरक्षित देखना चाहता हूं, आपके परिवार को सुखी देना चाहता हूं। ये त्योहार आपके जीवन में उत्साह और उमंग भरे ऐसा वातावरण चाहता हूं और इसलिए मैं बार बार हर देशवासी से आग्रह करता हूं। मैं आज अपने मीडिया के साथियों से भी, सोशल मीडिया में जो सक्रिय हैं उन लोगों से भी बड़े आग्रह से कहना चाहता हूं कि आप जागरूकता लाने के लिए, इन नियमों का पालन करने के लिए जितना जन जागरण अभियान करेंगे, ये आपकी तरफ से देश की बहुत बड़ी सेवा होगी।
Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari today virtually laid the foundation stone for the first ever multimodal logistics park of the country at Jogikopa under Bharat Mata Pariyojana in Bongaigaon district in Assam. The meeting was attended by Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal, Donor Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, Union Food Processing Minister Rameshwar Teli, Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma and many others. This 700 crore rupee park will provide direct connectivity to air, road, rail and waterways to the people of Assam and other parts of the northeast and will also promote employment to 20 lakh people. The fund for the multimodal logistic park would be spent in three components: road and railway connectivity as well as building and infrastructure work. A memorandum of understanding will also be signed to implement the project.
असम का आर्थिक प्रगति और विकास में ग्रोथ इंजन होगा। वाराणसी, हल्दिया, साहिबगंज, गाजीपुर पे 4 मल्टीमोडल अब बनाए गए हैं। इसमें से प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा साहिबगंज का और वाराणसी का उद्घाटन भी हो गया। अभी हल्दिया और गाजीपुर का की जल्दी होगा। हल्दिया के बाद बंगाल की खाड़ी है और बंगाल की खाड़ी से हम लोग ब्रह्मपुत्रा से डायरेक्ट नॉर्थ ईस्ट आसाम से आगे सब जगह बांग्लादेश तक जा सकते हैं।
आज जोगीघोपा माल्टी मॉडल लॉजिस्टिक पार्क एक्सपोर्ट इम्पोर्टर कारणे এখন নতুন দুৱাৰ মুকলি হৈছে।
While delivering a virtual keynote address at the inaugural function at Grand Challenges annual meeting, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India is now at the forefront of vaccine development for COVID-19. Modi said that more than 30 indigenous vaccines are being developed in the country and 3 of them are in advanced stage. He even highlighted that India is witnessing a decline in the number of cases per day. Modi stressed that government is setting up more medical colleges, especially in rural areas, and it will ensure more opportunities for the youth and will bring healthcare to the villages, and mentioned that India is running the world's largest healthcare insurance scheme and ensuring access to everyone. Modi said that government is ensuring that each household gets piped drinking water and will further ensure disease reduction.
These innovations must be shaped by collaboration and public participation. Science will never prosper in silos. In India, we have a strong and vibrant scientific community. We also have very good scientific institutions. They have been India's greatest assets, especially
Crossing another milestone in the battle against COVID-19, the national cumulative positivity rate has fallen under 10%. This trend has sustained without a break continuously for 4 days. Pegged at 7.94%, the positivity rate is on the decline steadily. The active cases now account for 75,50,273. Discharge number 66,63,608, even as the dead account for 1,14,642. In Assam, the COVID-19 active cases stand at 27,319, even as the number of discharge account for 1,73,210, while the figure for the dead in the state stands at 875. Cases detected out of 34,956 tests carried out in the last instance report a positivity rate of 2%. A tweet by the State Health Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma said. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has said that 184 countries have now joined the COVAX facility. While addressing the media briefing on COVID-19 in Geneva yesterday, he said this aims to finance COVID-19 vaccines to be distributed fairly to both rich and poor countries. Ghebreyesus said that all governments should focus on active case finding, cluster investigations, isolating all cases, quarantining contacts, ensuring good clinical care, supporting and protecting health workers, and protecting the vulnerable, physical distancing, mask wearing, hand hygiene, coughing safely, avoiding crowds and open windows, and ensure good ventilation with non-recirculating air are some of the precautions to be followed with utmost care. Health Ministry today said that there is no shortage of medical oxygen in the country and centre is taking proactive steps to ensure supply of oxygen. Briefing media in New Delhi this evening, Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan said no shortage of medical oxygen was witnessed in the last 10 months. He said a control room was set up at Health Ministry to monitor efficient and adequate availability of medical oxygen in states and union territories. Bhushan said India has recorded 310 cases per million in the last 7 days, which is among the lowest globally. He also said the number of people who have recovered from COVID-19 in the country has reached over 67 lakhs, which is highest in the world. He said India's position is second in terms of numbers of tests conducted in any country. The total number of samples tested so far has reached 9.61 lakhs.
700 प्रति मिलियन तक है। विश्व का औसत भी कहीं अधिक है और वो 142 प्रति मिलियन है। ये रिकवरी रेट है, जैसा कि हम आपको बताते रहे हैं कि देश का रिकवरी रेट लगातार बढ़ रहा है। पहली सितंबर को जो रिकवरी रेट था वो लगभग 77% था, 76.94%, और आज जब हम आपसे बात कर रहे हैं तो ये रिकवरी रेट 88% से भी अधिक हो गया है और इसमें सतत बढ़ोतरी जारी है।
Now we take a short commercial break. Stay with us.
ये विशाल है ना, इसका सब प्रॉपर चलता है।
कल उसके बैंक अकाउंट में 15,000 रुपए का फ्रॉड हुआ है, पता है?
इसको तो कोई टेंशन ही नहीं होती है, देखना।
टेंशन क्यों? मेरी कोई गलती नहीं थी। फिर भी फ्रॉड होने पर मैंने तुरंत बैंक को इन्फॉर्म कर दिया। आरबीआई कहता है अगर आपके अकाउंट से किसी ने धोखे से पैसे निकाले हैं तो बैंक को जल्द से जल्द इन्फॉर्म कीजिए। 3 दिन के अंदर इन्फॉर्म किया तो कोई नुकसान नहीं होगा। जितना लेट करोगे उतना ज्यादा नुकसान। और सुन, सब चलता नहीं है, प्रॉपर चलाना पड़ता है। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. The government of Assam is committed to restoring normalcy along the Assam-Mizoram interstate border and to ensure peace, tranquility and harmony. This was said by Commissioner and Secretary Border Protection Department Gyanendra Dev Tripathi at a press meet at DC's conference room at Silchar on Tuesday. Tripathi said bringing back peace and tranquility to the troubled spot at Lailapur close to the interstate border is the top priority of the government, and governments of Assam and Mizoram are engaged in talks at the Chief Minister's level and at the official level of both the states. The Commissioner and Secretary asked the Government of Mizoram to withdraw their security forces from the territorial jurisdiction of Assam and to dismantle the camps. Addressing the media, Special DGP Border, Mukesh Agarwal said the situation at the interstate border is under control with no further incidents in the past 24 hours. He assured of adequate protection to the people living close to the border and proper rehabilitation of the affected people.
Followed with another meeting at Home Secretary level tomorrow at Lailapur, and Mizoram government is also responding to our request. The DC to DC talks, the SP to SP talks, the field level officers, they are talking among themselves, and the priority at present is to ensure that people who are living in the interstate border area, they live with harmony, peace and tranquility.
Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has stated that all development projects planned in the Shillong city have multiple objectives, indirectly referring to the opposition to the proposed shopping mall at Barik Point. He said the project has to be seen in terms of the larger picture and not merely as construction of a commercial property. Earlier, UDP leader Bindo Lanong and Ranba Shnings met the Chief Minister to mark their opposition to the proposed shopping mall at Barik. The delegation apprised the Chief Minister about the difficulties which will follow if the shopping mall is constructed.
Logistics, beautification of the city, creating iconic structures, and yes, at the same time ensuring that that there has to be some commercial aspect, otherwise the viability of the project is not there. So it's not so simple.
The poll spending limit for candidates contesting Lok Sabha and Assembly elections has been enhanced by 10%. Centre has approved this based on the recommendations of the Election Commission that contestants be allowed to spend more on campaigning, keeping in mind difficulties they may face due to COVID-19 curbs. The notification issued by the Law Ministry last night said the maximum expenditure a candidate can incur for campaigning in Lok Sabha polls is now 77 lakh rupees. It was 70 lakh rupees earlier. The last time the expenditure ceiling was enhanced was ahead of the Lok Sabha polls in 2014. Working in advance, Meghalaya government has prepared lists of frontline workers, health workers besides others who will receive the COVID-19 vaccine in the first phase. Although the state is yet to get any communication from the centre to submit it, however, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong informed that acting fast, the state has prepared the list. Meanwhile, the Union Health Ministry has asked states to submit a list of priority population of those who will be the first to receive the COVID-19 vaccine by October end. To end the news, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi appeals to all sections of the society to cooperate in containing spread of coronavirus in the country. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari lays foundation stone of 700 crore rupees multimodal logistic park at Jogikhopa in Assam. COVID-19 positivity rate in the country falls below 10%. Fatality rate stands at 1.52%. Health Secretary reiterates no shortage of medical oxygen for COVID treatment. And Assam government commits to restore normalcy at Assam-Mizoram border. Before taking leave, viewers are reminded to maintain social distancing, frequently use soap and sanitizer, and properly use the mask for your own security. Mask Up India. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.